Okay, I won't be doing much in the live chat on this one, guys. Just wanted to show you one here. I'm already done with the diagnosis on this thing. It was really only 5 minutes long, but just thought about it, and the guy came over here who actually owns the car up there in the shop, and he said, you know, but that's like a really complicated system, and I just wanted to show him it's really not. So this one here, passenger presence module, is showing erratic. If you go back out of the supplemental restraint module, and we go back into passenger presence, because it is a separate module. Let's go in there. I'll try to keep you guys on the screen here. It's so bright out here today, it's gonna be tough. And establishing communications, which should be a lot faster than that. Hello to everybody. Or we could just sit here and look at my reflection. That's always fun too. There we go. Let's try that again. Yeah, apparently he wants me to sit there and stare at this thing for a moment here, huh? Watch Keith pull the fuel pump out of the 94 F-150. Well, I'll tell you what. I already wrote the codes in the description, so I'm going to skip right down to it. So the passenger presence module is saying that it's putting out an erratic signal, something that the inflatable restraint module or the SRS module or the airbag module, whatever you decide to call it, is not able to determine. This is all it is. Nothing fancy. 3 wires. You have a low speed serial data, you have a battery positive voltage, and a ground. Real simple to get, real simple to test. Nothing fancy. Oh, by the way, that's something I never showed you guys. This is my wonderful tool. I love this thing. I got it as it's like a foldable creeper. A company named ProLift makes it, and I love this thing. I use it as a seat also. When you turn it up, you know, straight up, it actually works perfectly as a seat. So what I'm going to do is get to the connector right underneath the seat. Man, it's bright out here. Those 3 wires were the dark green wire, which I'm going to go for first. Dark green wire. Bring myself up here. Go into lab scope. 4-channel lab scope. And there we are. We have serial data. So, any opinions on a Handtech? Yes, the Handtech is a decent scope. It definitely is. I'm not going to knock it. It's not a Pico. It's missing a lot of features that a Pico would have, but it's good. So that's our square wave, right? Now I have a little bit of detail to this one, but I want to show you guys something though, because yesterday the question came up as to whether or not a graphing multimeter would be good enough. A graphing multimeter, apparently somebody else made a video that they didn't like, that I had to use a scope. This is what a graphing meter would show. No detail. Nothing to it. This is on the lowest possible setting that it can go to here, which is the 1 second, if that'll come in, 1 second. And this is what you'll get. To me, that's not clear enough. It's definitely not a, it's definitely not a pattern I could sit there and look at and say, oh yeah, that's definitely good, that there's no interference on that line whatsoever. If I went in here and I was to play around with this connector a little bit, excuse me, I'm on YouTube.
Sorry,
no, that's all right. You know what? Maybe we'll just go over there and do a Matco tool truck tour while we're at it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, exactly. Who needs a scope, right? Let me just repin this in here again. And if I start playing around, I'm actually going to start disconnecting the connector a little bit and play around with the signal. Do you guys see any difference whatsoever when you're looking at this on graphing multimeter? I mean, there's nothing there. There's definitely no detail to it whatsoever. It's the reason why a graphing multimeter can tell you that there's something happening, but it doesn't tell you whether or not you have a decent signal. What I need to know is, it's a square wave. It's 0s and 1s. That's what a computer counts. It doesn't look at it and just say, yeah, okay, there's something there. It looks at it and wants to be able to determine what those 0s and 1s are. So I want detail. Over here, on a lab scope, this is on 10 milliseconds. We could bring it all the way down to like 2 milliseconds and actually start to determine, yes, that's a nice clean square wave. So there's nothing wrong with the line from point A to point B. So from, in this case here, the passenger presence module going back over the airbag module, we have a good, clean signal. There's nothing else, defeating it. So this is what we gotta end up doing. This one here just needs a passenger presence module. The actual seat itself comes as part of the seat pad. It's real common. They do fail after a while. This guy, if you notice, has car seat covers on here. The one that was on here has just been flipped over to the back to pretend that it wasn't there. But what happens with them though is they pull them down real tight and they sit there and they rub back and forth against the seat on the edges, and that's where the wiring is, right inside here. So when it gets crushed down like this, that's what'll happen. It ends up ruining that passenger presence module. You guys want to go sneak on the Matco truck? Let's go see if he left it open. See what kind of good stuff he's got. Let's see. Did he leave it open? Oh, he didn't. Let's see the truck. Yeah, I wish you could, man. I wonder where he went to. There he is. Aha. Hey, Phil. Open up that truck. There's a whole bunch of people here that want to see what's on the inside of your truck.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
That's a good neighborhood. Trust God, but lock your car doors. I like that.
You're killing me here, you know that, right?
Oh yeah, you know, but there's a whole bunch of people out here though that are potential customers for you.
Alright, go ahead.
You know, what's new in what's new in Wild coming out from Matco nowadays?
I don't know, but look around, I got things to do.
Look around, he's got things to do. There we go. He left me on the truck by myself. It's a good thing I'm a church-going person, huh? What do we got over here? Automatic float chargers, OBD memory savers, which don't work. Push pin plier sets. There are our test lights right there. Circuit tester jumper. So we can jump ground by pressing a button. Is that what we got here? Works as a jump wire for power or ground. Very interesting. I wonder if it's fused. Doesn't say anything. Not a single thing. Not for computer circuits or above 12 volts. Okay, so don't use it when the car is running. These I like. These right here are classic. Matter of fact, I'm thinking these, Phil. I don't always shop, but when I do. So what do we got here? All typical stuff here and stuff. I'm looking for the stuff that interests me. Micro mail. See these? Made by IPA Tools. Terrific company. Great thing. I actually have a set of those also that they just sent me down for review. So we'll be seeing those come out real soon. As soon as I start getting some connectors there with the green crusties in there. What else do we got here? Oh, for a moment, guys, I thought maybe, just maybe, perfect time for a giveaway. Yeah, I don't know. That's up to that man. Stinger switchblade, really great light. Like that one. Giveaway, huh? I don't know. Maybe at that 10,000 subscriber mark, maybe that's what we'll do. Carbide burst set. Multimeter with 115. Nice little meter, by the way. Min-max feature in there also. Something that you actually will use. Let's see, you got duty cycle, diode testing, continuity. Definitely a decent one. How much is the Fluke? How much is that Fluke 115? $230, guys. $230 on the Fluke 115. If you want it, send me $250 and I'll get it for you.
Wow.
So, yeah, we got some stuff up here. We got the automatic smoke letter router. There it is. That's what you use to remove the smoke that's been resting inside the computer for too long.
Yeah, underneath there.
And then all the stuff there for the little body shops and everything. There you go. That's a real quick little the 88V. You know, Spanky, I'm going to go over that with you because in its day, without a doubt, it was definitely one of the best automotive meters out there. However, for that price, we can definitely beat that nowadays with the new technology. You know, Fluke makes a terrific unit. Unfortunately, though, they do overcharge for what they produce, and there are very, very comparable ones out there that can keep up with it. However, that 115, though, that's right about the right price range. So if you get dirty, you use those, and that's what you use to scrub your teeth. Paid $230 for yours? Wow, that's a... Oh, you must have gotten that school discount, half off. Because they're a $500 unit all day. Phil, how much are my pliers? Oh, he's still on the phone over here. I'll have to wait my turn. Anything else you guys want to see? That's that Silver Eagle set. I have one set of those. Those things are great. Lifetime warranty just like the others, and honestly, you don't have to pay nearly as much money. What do I owe you for these, Phil?
Give me 40 with the
Got it.
They list for 50.
You are the man.
I'll include the tax there for you too.
Much appreciated. And don't worry, I'm pretty sure Uncle Sam doesn't watch my videos.
I don't care. I pay taxes either way.
There's money right there.
Hold on.
These are nice. I love that pistol grip. Tour of my van? No, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
If you tore the front, I have my
Singles.
underwear
Where were you last night,
Well,
Phil?
I was dancing.
Where were you last night?
It's
Oh,
not
man.
it's not a pretty scene. I gotta get it.
I don't want to know where those dollars have been. All right.
I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
Have a great day. Man.
You too. All right, guys. Well, that's all said and done. And look, see, everybody was worried about locking doors and everything, and there's the Verus just sitting there on the front seat. Nobody's worried about that. He's a private dancer for money, yeah. I know you've seen his van. Ugh. All right, so anyhow, that was the end of that. There I am again, back up on the screen. So again, this is one of those reasons. What's up with all the signals? I wish I knew, Jim. Hey, good to see you, bud. Yeah, it's not a shady side of town at all. Actually, this is a pretty decent area. This is like the invisible wall between. You got projects, you know, maybe I don't know, 5 blocks away behind me, and then forward of me is Little Mexico, which is nothing wrong with either, you know. And you know, for the most part, they're all just out there working anyhow. So, can I put a link up there for the creeper pad? I don't know. So, anyhow, it's made by a company called ProLift. I love the thing. I mean, it's great. It's you know what? It hasn't collapsed yet. I've had this thing for about 2 years already. I want to say it ran for about 40 bucks. Home Depot at one point was selling that brand, but I mean, it's squishy on the knees when you're sitting here and you're doing some work like underneath this seat, and then it also, you know, doubles as a seat when you need it, and it lays out like a creeper. Water resistant, not waterproof. You know, sooner or later, laying on top of it, it will suck up a little bit of water, but it dries out pretty quickly. But anyhow, yep, yeah, it is your old hood. All right, guys. I really wasn't going to do a long video here, but anyhow, I just wanted to show you though the difference though. Graphing multimeter, can you get some inference there that there is actually you know, some data being transferred? Yes. Is it good transfer? You know, is it a clean signal? Don't know. You know, that's where you get stuck every time. So I just figured I'd bring you along for that part of it, and just to show again why I say, you know, a scope, you know, for the price of what they are out there, again, get a Handtech out there. I don't care if it's a Chinese clone, whatever the case is, they're like 80 bucks, 90 bucks, 100 bucks. You know, if you're gonna invest in something, invest in one, and just use it all the time on a known good car, and get accustomed to how to set up your settings. Watch Scanner Danner's videos, watch Eric's videos, Ivan's videos. How do you do a diesel cat test easy? I actually don't TDM, you know, we don't really see enough of them here, so I really don't do very much with them. I'll go along. I'll probably do something for you though on that, because I do a little bit of DPF work, some knock sensors, things like that. So All right, I will make sure that I make a video for something like that. It seems no one knows exactly. Well, there are some ways actually. The guy you want to talk to about that is Bus Jockey 1. He does a lot of you know, heavy duty stuff. He works a lot with diesel, and very, very clever guy. So again, good to see you all, and Marco, glad to see you're out here. But yeah, thank you again. Have a great day, guys.